Hey, welcome back, YouTube. My name is Eric. I'm homeless and living in the Alaskan bush. Right now, we're just laying low. I'm doing this video to let my fans know that I'm safe, chilling, and still smiling. If you remember in the last video, we were down in Anchorage, watching the neighborhood that I lived in for 3 months get swept by the police. This is the largest encampment in Anchorage being swept. It's being cleaned up for the sake of the community. I was displaced and had to move out, so we went further north. But while I was in Anchorage, filming those scenes at the sweep, I was staying at a roach motel called the Chelsea Inn.
Understand it was pretty crazy here this morning.
Bro, what is this lady even wearing? Did she come to work today in a Snuggie?
Chelsea Inn, you can see behind me on the corner of Spenard and Oregon. The FBI is the lead agency on this, and what I've been told is that they were serving a high-risk search warrant.
Dang! Dude, I stayed in this motel. That's where this thumbnail picture was taken. That's where this thumbnail picture was taken. That's where I filmed this scene of this guy tweaking out on the stairs. Listen, I've been there. Now it's all boarded up, man. I saw it on the news this morning. They got the place completely boarded up.
I do want to say that earlier this morning they did have SWAT teams here. I'm told there were some ambulances. There was a lot going on.
Dude, it's kind of crazy the circumstances that I find myself in just for being poor. Like being caught up in that sweep downtown in Anchorage and then just missing this FBI raid by a couple days. Man, I very easily could have been in that hotel when this raid happened. And now I just want to briefly take a moment to address another hot topic that I often get in my comments, and it's how I'm going to survive the winter. I got good news, guys. I think I'm going to make it. I bought a plane ticket south. I'll be flying to the lower 48 at the end of September. So we just got a few more weeks here in Alaska, and I'm looking forward to the next leg of the journey. I have no idea what I'm doing. We're just heading south, snowbirding it for the winter. We had to move the entire operation. 5 minutes after I started filming, a big old giant pickup truck with a trailer and a skid loader pulled up right behind where like 20 yards from me, and beep, 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 constant backup signal. I was like, you can't make this stuff up. Trying to get away from people to film is no joke. So anyway, after getting swept out of Anchorage by the police, we found ourselves coming north, and remember, we got that storage unit here in Wasilla. Wow, 24 hours after I posted that last video, I got kicked out of that storage unit. The lady came and she brought the police. They trespassed me, didn't give me my money back, and demanded that I take my video down. And I understand why she trespassed me. I broke the terms of the agreement or the lease that I signed, and I understand that. But for her to ask me to take my video down is pretty funny. You should go watch that video if you haven't. It has over 80,000 views. Go give it a like, support me and your boy. Anyway, I got kicked out of that storage unit literally the very next day. But no worries, we just kept it pushing the way we do. We got another storage unit not far from there and just moved our things into the new storage unit. So now, like I said, we're just trying to lay low, man. I don't really want to be the face of homelessness on YouTube, but that's kind of where I find myself. This is going to be a weird part of the video where if you don't watch it, you'll never know. But I'm going to explain to you guys briefly why I choose to be homeless, because that's another comment that I often get, is that it looks like I choose to be homeless. And you're accurate, What I am doing is taking a personal stance against high rents. And so everybody knows that rents are out of control and housing is a mess. And the way out of that is to protest and take a stance. And so of course, I'm not naive, and I know people with like families and like careers and stuff really, you know, they get you kind of backed into a thing where you're forced into paying rent. But if we're ever going to overcome this in America, we got to stand together. And so I'm silently not paying rent. And that's what I've been doing by living this lifestyle. I would much rather have a vehicle, but since I lost my vehicle, my life has been really, really hard. Much harder than I anticipated, but not as hard as some people. At the same time, some people have it even much harder than me. And so I'm always cognizant of that. But yeah, so I do choose to be homeless because I am protesting high rents. The last apartment that I had was a 1-bedroom apartment. I could afford my bills there. My rent was paid on time every month. I had a car that I didn't owe any money on that I owned. I didn't have any debt, and I had a job that covered my bills. In fact, when I told my job that I was leaving to live an alternative lifestyle, I was making $21 an hour. This would have been in 2001. And they respected me and the work that I did so much that they offered me a $5 an hour raise. So when I left my job and my apartment behind to come protest against high rents in America, you know, just humbly and quietly by myself, I don't talk about it, you know. I don't expect other people to do it, but that's what I'm doing. Dang, that bug is right. Get out of there. But yeah, so they offered me a $5 an hour raise, man. I'd have been making $26 an hour back in 4 years ago. I'm sure I would have had more raises since then. I was very respected in my position and put a lot of hard work into that job, and I feel like I did a good job, and that's why they honored me in that way. But I still humbly said no thank you to the money and just walked away from society. And so, you know, I guess I do choose to be homeless, but I'm enjoying a life of adventure at the same time. It has, just by following my heart, it has opened up like this whole new world to me, man. And I don't know how the story is gonna unfold, but I'm having fun today. And so yeah, I just wanted to explain to you guys why I chose to be homeless, and it's in protest against the high rent and housing costs. I don't think anybody should pay rent. If you're working, from the time you start paying housing costs, it all should be going to build your own equity. If you want to have people feeling good about their community and their neighbor, every single person that goes to work and works a job shouldn't be paying to build somebody else's. You should be building your own equity. And we should create laws that prevent other people from stealing the impoverished equity. They don't keep their own equity when they work. They make just enough to survive. And that's how you'll never gain. Dude, I'm not going to get into the whole economics of how horrible the setup, and it's a scam and it's a setup against you. But yeah, man, don't pay rent. It's a bad deal, and I'm not. That's it. I had a birthday since I posted my last video, and I'm 45 now. I feel great, and I'm excited that I made it. But on my birthday, somebody sent me a $250 Venmo. Thank you very much. That was literally on my birthday. I don't know if you knew that or not when you sent it, but much appreciated, much appreciated. Right now, that money mostly just goes towards food. Of course, I got other donations as well. I had, I think, 2 $100 donations within the past like 3 weeks as well, man. And that's, you know, that's a considerable amount of money. I can buy a lot of food with that, and that's where the money goes. I did get the plane ticket, but like I said, the plane ticket wasn't that expensive. So anyway, and then there's been, dude, even like the $2 and $5, sometimes I'll get a $5 donation. I'll be like, oh, I'm just gonna eat ramen noodles for lunch today. And then I'll get a $5 donation, and I'll be like, man, I'm going to Domino's to get a pizza. So anyway, all the donations add up, man. It is so appreciated. That really does feel like love. All right, yeah, I'm wrapping this one up because I can't stand in this damn field of flowers for the rest of my life. I appreciate y'all for watching to the end. I can't believe you would watch me just stand and talk about a bunch of nonsense, controversial topics and stupid opinions that I got. If you feel the need to leave a comment down below, just be mindful and respectful, man. I have been deleting people if you get crazy, if you get mean, and be nice to each other too. You can disagree nicely is my point, man. I will delete you if you leave some crazy stuff. So anyway, thank you guys for watching another video to the end. If I don't see you through the week, I will see you through the window, and make sure you smile your way through the day.